Welcome to A Mind Like Mine. In this video, I will be sharing why people pleasing is sabotaging your relationships. One important thing you need to understand is that when you are people pleasing, you are setting yourself up for rejection because you are hiding yourself, you're hiding your true self in the relationship. You are not being truthful. And guess what? When we're not being truthful, we are lying. I am not shaming, I am not judging. As a recovered people pleaser myself, believe me, I know. And throughout these 6 years, coaching and helping my client heal and become secure, there's so much that I want to share with you because when you are still in the pattern of people pleasing, you usually cannot see this clearly. So let's get into it. When you have that foundation of people pleasing, you are essentially lying because you are not showing your true self in the relationship. You are showing up and only showing parts of yourself. And guess what? You are setting yourself up for rejection. Why? Because no one can love you when you are not being your true self. No one can truly love you if you are not being fully authentic, if you are just putting a guessing game for the other person. And see how confusing this is. Let's reverse the roles for a second because the reason why you think you people please is because you're trying to be nice. You think it will help your relationships. You think it will make you be closer because you don't rock the boat. You don't upset someone, you're protecting someone's feelings. But the truth is that this is doing the opposite. And first of all, I'm going to call you out a little bit here. Again, no shame. I've done this so many times. But your mind tells you that people pleasing is you being a good person. And you being giving and loving and caring and considerate. And you can be all of those things and not be a people pleaser. Because people pleasing is selfish. Because essentially, you're not really holding back saying your truth and what you're really feeling and what your preferences are, or when something upsets you or what you need. You're doing that because you're trying to protect yourself from getting hurt or rejected because you don't want to sit with the uncomfortable and hard feelings that come up if someone is mad at you, if someone changes their opinion about you, if someone doesn't like you as much as they do right now. So even though your mind will convince you that people pleasing is selfless, it is actually selfish because you are robbing the other person from the opportunity to truly get to know you, to truly love you, to show up for you in the way that you need it. And let's role reverse for a second. Imagine if you were on the other side of people pleasing. Would you really trust the person that doesn't really tell you what they're truly feeling and thinking because they want to please you? Most probably not. Because you will never know, are they saying how they really feel? Are they trying to hide what they feel? And this is where it gets confusing. Imagine you are on the other side of it once again, and the other person is not telling you how they feel. They want you to guess how they feel. They feel upset and very sensitive because you cannot guess and assume what they feel. They hold it against you. They build resentment, but they don't tell you. And they show you that they are okay with you. And they don't respect themselves. So most likely you find it hard even to respect them fully. So see how confusing it is to be on the other side of people pleasing. Maybe you had someone in your life who's a people pleaser and you can feel this, but maybe you haven't. So it's important to see what it's like to be on the other side. And it's not actually helping the other person because you are initially blinding them and then telling them, find your own way. And you will be punished if you don't find your own way, but you will never know because I won't tell you. Think about it. That is going to hinder, ruin, and sabotage your relationships, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's family, whether it's work, because you're not going to get what you need, what you want. It's creating a wall in between the relationship instead of closeness. And essentially, you think that you're people pleasing because it brings you more closeness, and it's doing the opposite. When it comes to people pleasing, oftentimes I'd rather lose myself than lose the connection with you. But the thing is that you will lose connection with the other person as soon as you lose yourself because they are having a relationship with the fake version of you that doesn't exist. Therefore, it is about to fail. At some point, it's not going to work out long term. So how do we start breaking this pattern of people pleasing? First of all, we need to see that people pleasing is not a positive thing because oftentimes we still believe deep down that we're doing the right thing. And we need to start knowing how to sit with uncomfortable feelings and realizing that the only relationships that you need are the ones that you can show up as your authentic self in. Mary is going to reject you or is going to be mad if you are honest. And what? would I still be okay? Would I still be breathing? Would I still be able to function in my life? Most probably yes. But what you do need to learn is how to be with your emotions. So these are things that I will be uncovering in this channel so that you learn how to do this. But in the meantime, you need to understand that you are rejecting yourself and therefore setting up the foundations to be rejected by others. And just know that you can share your feelings in such a vulnerable way that it allows the relationship to get deeper and more intimate and closer because the other person gets to understand you. Therefore, they can consider you. If they don't understand you, if they don't really know how you're being impacted, they cannot consider you. So you're robbing them from this opportunity. It's not fair, even for them. And you don't need to attack people just to create a boundary. You don't need to attack someone or be mean or be harsh just because you're sharing how you feel. We can do all of this and really be caring about the other person and really be vulnerable. But the first step is to realize how the people pleasing is not serving you the way that you think it is. I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments if you are either a people pleaser or a recovering people pleaser, or maybe if you have recovered from people pleasing, and let us know what has helped you. I would love to hear from you. And if this episode was helpful for you, make sure to subscribe to this channel for weekly support for you to become the most secure version of yourself. I look forward to seeing you next week.